Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we're playing Grit. And my camera got a little screwy. Alright, whatever. Okay, so... last time. Actually, who would want to explain what happened last time?
Oh gosh, so much stuff happened.
Okay, so, yeah, so much stuff did happen.
I can tell you from Tulok's perspective, it was a normal day, and now it's not.
Okay.
He thinks, the last thing Tulok remembered is the door opens with Frederick, and he gets sucked into the room while they were discussing what to do.
That's the end of the session.
Yeah, that's the last thing Tulok remembers,
That's
going into this one.
Okay. So, beginning of this day, you guys were called in to actually look at three corpses. Cedric got to know Edmund a little bit better.
Yeah, in his basement.
Yeah, in his interesting basement. Got to see his marionettes.
Right.
Yeah, his show.
Yep. And Jade, Tulok, and Frederick actually got to go to the surplus store and talk to them a little bit. But then they heard screaming and saw a woman running.
Covered in blood.
Yep. Hands covered in blood.
Right.
Actually brought her to the barber who had the doctor there as well. Found out that there is a doctor there.
That is not a doctor.
Yeah, just because he says he's a doctor.
Doesn't mean he's a doctor.
Yep. And she decided to actually go to Jezebel's palace because that's where she felt safest. And then y'all went to where she was from because you guys asked her where she was. There was an individual on the wall that she had said was Ben. When I say on the wall, he was kind of
Splayed.
arms and legs outward, but his veins and arteries seemed to be holding him against the wall, and his eyes were missing. Cedric did look through the monocle. He didn't look super long. Then soon afterward, Tulok and Frederick, when they were blinking, they actually kind of noticed that there was a black crack from his groin to the base of his throat, and a chair got sucked into it. Then the table.
Yeah.
Then the bed. And through the window, Tulok actually saw that there was like glyphs kind of around him written in blood.
Yeah.
And Frederick decided, I don't have another idea, after they heard screaming and some gunfire from Jezebel's palace.
That's what I was just about to say.
And he opened the door as he felt hands trying to... The best way I could describe it is someone was grabbing you from behind, like over your shoulders, trying to hold you back as you were stepping in.
Yeah.
And then in front of you, you saw Lady Death herself saying, at least I get to hold you for real. And that's where we ended this session.
Right.
R.I.P.
Stupid.
First off, what are you guys doing? Not you, Frederick.
Can
So,
I try to, lasso
Reach out,
him?
or can I reach out? Because I was kind of close to him.
remember, you're hearing gunshots and screaming as well.
Ugh.
Remember, the gunshots, those are actually from the sheriff, you're guessing. So,
Jade's probably
No,
gonna...
I wasn't actually next to him because we walked out in the street.
Yeah.
We, no, we were
you were
on
already
the
going.
street.
Yeah, we were already going. I would, oh gosh.
Jade can go to the sheriff.
I would probably go, well, how fast is,
Sorry,
how
Frederick.
fast is what's happening to Frederick happening?
he closed the door behind him.
Oh, he did?
And it...
Oh, well, I'd probably go wherever Jade went then. If I
You don't
can't
know.
see him, I don't
Oh
know
my
what
gosh,
happened.
okay, so I'm not gonna go investigate the screaming then, because I would be more concerned about Frederick being sucked in.
Yeah, at least
But
look
I
through
would
the
at
window
least
and
have
see.
you, watch...
Well, we'd look through the window, right? Oh, you'd have me watch for the saloon?
Well, I don't want the
The
sheriff
Jezebel?
to die.
How about
Cedric,
how about
what
this?
are you doing, Cedric?
Send me to the sheriff, and you check on Frederick.
genuinely don't know. I wouldn't want to go in there.
Okay, well,
You can send me to sheriff.
I'll tell him he needs to go check on the sheriff, and I'm gonna try to save
And I'll-
Frederick.
I'll run.
Okay, Jeremiah is running with you.
Okay.
So
we got
as
I
Jeremiah.
you're,
will. Oh, go
what
ahead.
was that, Cedric?
I was just gonna say I'll be with Jade if she needs help with anything.
Cool.
Okay, so you've got Cedric and Jade. So we're just gonna do this. Oh, and then Frederick will be right here. I gotta figure out how to zoom that out better, but just so I have a visual reference. Okay, so Cedric and Jade are waiting there. Frederick is in there. Let's actually follow you, Tulak, just
Okay.
initially. So you're running. You're hearing pop, pop, screaming of men, women, and then like you're hearing like crashes. And so,
Okay.
but the only way you know how to get to Jezebel's palace is the same way that you went back.
Right.
So you start going, and out of the corner of your eye, you see someone, like legs are dangling in the shop that you just came out of,
Okay.
like kicking.
I would stop and look in the window and see what I see.
Roll an observation. You might want to roll high to make sure.
Oh gosh. Fingers crossed. 0 successes.
You just see someone kicking. In the...
You can spend a fortune.
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna open the door and see what I see in there. Actually, wait, hang on. Because you told me to go to the sheriff, Tulak would probably just do whatever he's told.
Okay.
So he'd probably put his hand on the door handle and think for a second, and then just turn and sprint towards where he was going originally.
All right then. Jeremiah didn't see this, so he
Okay.
was just running
With
that
you.
way.
Okay.
So, because you're on the main thoroughfare, running, and you're like you're hearing it kind of like echoing around it in the alleys.
Okay.
So, do you want to go down the same alley with Jeremiah, or do you want to split up?
Probably stick together.
Okay. Right or left?
Whichever one seems. Can I tell which way the sheriff's voice is coming from?
It's it's echoing like everywhere.
Oh well, then to the right.
Okay. You go to the right, and the painting on the Jezebel's palace is consistent all the way around. Even in your peripherals, like there's no windows on the side, but they painted the whole way around, and it actually is wood,
Okay.
which is that's money right there. Like just subconsciously, like that's just something you definitely notice.
Okay.
Then you go around the back,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the sheriff, like in smoke flying, and then we're gonna cut to you guys.
Oh.
Okay.
For the record,
Yeah.
I have my revolver out by now.
You have your revolver
Yeah,
out?
just for the
Okay.
record.
So Cedric and Jade, what are you guys doing first?
So I want to try to use my rope to lasso Frederick to get him out of the room.
Okay.
Wait. Do we want to lasso Frederick, or do we want to like tie it off and then tie it to you?
That
So you
works
don't get
too.
sucked in as well.
That's a great idea. I think that would work.
Okay. So as you guys are tying, Frederick,
Yes.
you're seeing Lady Death in front of you, and she is like, she's having her arms out, slowing both of you going towards this void. Roll an
Okay.
occultism.
Oh, what?
Occultism.
Okay. By chance, we don't have any
Momentum? No.
momentum, do we?
No.
We spent it during our investigation this morning with the 3 hanging people.
See this?
Okay, just curious. All right.
Here, I'll do that.
Do what?
That's no momentum.
Right. Okay, so I have 1 success.
Those sigils around that, man, 1 success.
You have time to say goodbye before we die.
There's something there, but so she has her arms outward, slowing things down, and then she just embraces you, and you
Okay.
just slam against this cadaver.
Oh my gosh!
Bam!
Wow.
Frederick, my guy, if you start getting sucked in, Jay's not gonna be.
Roll a resistance.
Oof.
Okay. Because I can tell you my plan. Oh gosh.
I don't have a better plan.
All right. So resistance is just one success.
That's more than enough. You slam to the
Oh,
ground.
good.
Oh.
Then you look to your left. Lady Death is standing there.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So You say I'm flat against this cadaver?
You fell to the ground now.
Oh. What? Okay.
You're looking to your left. Lady Death is there, but she's not standing like she usually is. She's slowly crumpling to the ground.
No! What?
But she reaches for you,
try-
and you actually feel a corporeal feeling, like an actual manifestation of someone.
She gave her life breath.
We don't know that yet.
So I try and catch her.
Okay? I'm not going to have you roll.
Okay.
You catch her, and you definitely get a very passionate kiss and embrace as she's crumpling, and then the veil that she kind of is in starts to turn to ash from the very bottom.
What's happening?
Are you asking that?
Yeah, I guess I'll ask that.
Okay. That's what that gate is for, to let things in.
So are you in our world now?
Wild.
What? Oh.
We got a girlfriend.
Okay, so Frederick is actually
he's like, not for long. The price wasn't paid appropriately.
Well, what? No. The price will be paid. What is the price?
I don't think you're willing to pay that price.
No. What is the price? You're not.
We're about to start grabbing people off
The-
the street.
The Lady of Death cannot die, and that's what looks like happening, my lady.
Life for life, blood for those that don't have it.
Sacrifice all that. Jane's about to hop in.
And she... Okay, now just... Because she said that with your single success, you're realizing that, and you glance up at those sigils, and that sigil, that glyph, that thing that is there, that is not a normal summoning circle. That is specifically done to house a spirit within a body.
Oh.
Okay. So.
Put him in a human.
So what was happening is your body was being chosen to fuel another one. And she
Right.
used her energy to prevent that.
So what, we
Okay,
gotta give it a
so-
body?
Theoretically,
Mhm.
how many people does Frederick need to go outside and grab and sacrifice to save her life?
Just Cedric and Jay. We flipped a timer if you can't see that, Jeff.
Well, I don't want to show you the amount of time that it has.
Oh.
You didn't roll very good, bro. You don't know.
I'll pay any price.
Right about now, the door gets kicked open.
Yep.
Cedric is there with the rope wrapped around his metal hand. He's huffing and puffing. And he's like ready to hold. And Jade is like, it has this rope tied around her waist, and she's
It's no wind anymore.
yeah, nothing. Like the-
Jade would go.
I want.
But
I
she
think
sees-
to do that.
you see
I
the
want
lady.
Cedric to be like, "Don't worry, Frederick. I've bravely allowed Jade to go and get you."
Okay. What you guys actually see is you see a woman like with a beautiful female figure underneath like a I don't know, it's like a veil.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the right word. There's like a special fabric it is.
Right.
Very pale complected, like porcelain. But the veil itself is starting to like turn to ash. Her fingertips are starting to blacken.
Mm.
And she's just kind of caressing his face.
She's dying.
What do we need to do?
It's a dark ritual that needs blood for blood. And I was a fool, and she saved my life.
How much blood do we need?
I don't know. But I will.
vote Tulok.
What, Cedric?
I vote Tulok.
And with that, we're actually going to cut to Tulok and Jeremiah. You're seeing the sheriff go poof, poof, up in the air.
Okay.
And as you go around the corner, you see Jenna crawling backwards up the wall. And someone is hanging from her mouth,
Oh my gosh!
like from their back. And the man is screaming.
Oh, so
and
he's still alive while he's hanging
Yeah.
from her.
But she's driving her fingers into the wall, climbing up. And then she goes like, her arm unnaturally goes above and pulls up.
I'm glad I did not go to a date with her. So,
Roll an observation just to see.
There's no, it's the same girl.
ooh, 2 successes.
You see the girl that you wanted to go on the date with over there cowering.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the door to the back is busted open, and there are actually like fingernail marks with that much. It was definitely fingernails. Someone was drug out of there.
Oh man.
And you're hearing click, click, click.
Does it seem like Jenna's gonna attack more, or does it seem like she's running? No
she
way to
does
know.
have somebody with her.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, everybody get back, and I'm gonna try to use my my ensorcelled metal dagger to shoot it at her as an attack to try and kill her.
You can't see her, so it's going to be more difficult.
You probably
Oh, she already went out of
Yeah.
sight?
Yeah.
Oh! Well, then I'm not going to attack her. I'm just going to say, all right, everybody, get away from the building. And I'm going to turn to the sheriff and go, what's going on?
He's white as a ghost.
Okay. I'm going to tell him, all right, everybody, get out of town. Jeremiah, we've got to go see what's going on.
He's
lights
And
a
so when I see his reaction, I'm going to go, Jeremiah, get everybody to safety. I'm going to go check and see what's going on.
He pulls out his Lamont
Okay?
and he just fires a shot in the air. Oops! And he kind of goes around the other side. There is steps on the other side of the building.
Oh, well, I'm going to go with him then. So he's decided to go in there with me is what that means. Okay. Great.
So,
I'm going to go after him.
okay.
With
So
I'm going to pull out my knife, put it in my hand. So I got a revolver in one and my knife in the
Okay.
other.
You're running up the steps. As you're running up the steps, you're hearing like crunching and snapping and like gurgling. And right as you crest above, what are you guys actually doing?
Well,
So you guys are deciding. Oh yeah, the 5 minutes are up. Her left hand disappears onto the ground.
Okay.
can we
And her
try
forearm-
to reread the thing on the wall? Can Frederick try to reread it? Can you reroll to try to do? Because I don't have any good skills to try to figure that out.
Cedric can see it now.
Oh,
He has a.
hey,
an alright-
Cedric, try to read that.
I'm guessing Frederick
Okay.
would try to explain it, what's going on, with his limited knowledge at the moment. Like
Yeah.
she's gasping for air, so it's difficult for her to explain anything.
What do I need to roll to read it?
Occultism.
Mine's not bad.
Can I assist with that?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's
not
not
a
assistant.
1 success.
That's the exact same that he got. So you
Can
get-
I?
Great.
do you
Yours
want to
is
give up a fortune?
I think at this point,
I think at this point we should.
Frederick's like, nah.
Let me erase my fortune.
So that should be
Thanks,
3 successes.
Cedric.
That
Okay.
should be 3 successes.
Nice.
Because I believe you have a focus in it, correct? Please have a focus.
An occultism?
Yes.
No.
Ah!
You only have 2 successes. Cool. Cool.
Unless Frederick also spent a fortune
Yep.
in the assisting,
Yep.
which sounds like a good idea, Frederick.
Well, sure, but my next plan was to siphon my own life.
Maybe we should read the instructions first.
Show me the instructions. That's a good idea. I'll spend a fortune.
Okay, and you have a focus in it, correct?
I did. So
Okay.
it's 2 successes.
Cool. We have
So-
4 successes.
Woo.
You needed 3.
Ooh.
So you actually gained a momentum
Yay!
at the moment. But
that I'm about to
you both have the realization as you're kind of throwing ideas like rapidly and you're looking. She's just manifesting here for the little bit of blood that was left in that corpse. You can somehow get her back. You can reverse it.
Okay.
But the individual that was used, like that is being housed, that actually did this, needs to be here.
Jenna.
The
The individual that cast this sigil, used these glyphs, did this to this individual. The one that's housing her
Yeah.
needs to be here.
It's
I
because her
think-
hands were covered in blood.
I think I know who's doing that. it's the prostitute.
Now, all of you would notice now, in the corner, there's a sack with human skulls.
Oh my
Hey, yo,
gosh.
what?
Yeah. That didn't get sucked into the thing.
Okay.
And you do hear Lady Death, like, out of it. I couldn't take them.
Which means there's another like death monster spirit thing.
So that we gotta go get.
You couldn't take them because.
And then she
the
takes her
person who did
she
this
takes
took them?
her right hand and just touches her thumb to your right here.
Yeah.
You see the guy that's hanging there?
Yeah.
Those are women he killed
Oh.
What?
in horrible ways, and Lady Death couldn't take them because it wasn't done via magical means. And remember, this is number 21, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Numbers have meaning.
Oh, that's not good.
And how many suicides have you seen?
33?
33. No, 34.
Because the person in the shop.
Mm.
We don't know. I'm assuming they hung themselves, but I have bigger problems right now.
We gotta
You
get.
think so?
Good point.
But the murdered people were married men, not women.
Maybe they all killed a
What
woman.
the heck is going on in this town?
No, the guy that is strung up on the wall killed those women.
Not the ones with the missing eyes.
No.
Okay.
I think we gotta go get Jenna.
Well, I don't know why you're talking to me. I'm not
I
there.
know. I'm just voicing my thoughts.
So, are you like untying yourself and?
Yeah, because it's not sucking me in. So
Yep.
I would untie myself and I'd say, I think that means we need to go get. I don't know. Would I know her name? Did she
Yeah.
say her name? Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have to
They
go.
would have told you.
Okay. I think we need Jenna.
Jenny.
Jenny?
I thought it was Jenny.
Okay. Well, Jade would then go, okay, well, I'm gonna go get her if she's gotta be here.
Does she have to be alive?
That's a question for.
You have one momentum. You can ask a question.
Ooh, ask that because I'm about to fight her.
Yeah, ask that because.
Okay.
But you don't know anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's.
don't
I
know,
can't
so-
listen to this because I.
Nope. Earmuffs.
Does Jen have to be alive?
If she knew she was doing it, no. But the entity, whoever actually did it, and you're guessing that the entity possibly possessed her when she was knocked out,
So she
Or-
does have to be alive.
or the
Okay,
body
ask.
needs to be used.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a literally the human body is just a meat suit,
Okay.
and
So, but I'm saying if we kill her and bring her body back.
yeah,
It'll
just
work.
make sure there's a bunch of blood.
Okay.
They don't lose it all.
Okay. Okay.
There's gonna be a bunch of blood.
Well,
All right.
with
so,
that being said, Jade
I
would.
might-
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
good.
there you go.
With that being said, Jade would go ahead and take off
Okay.
to go.
Oh, you're gonna
Um,
help me?
Yeah.
She's lethal.
I'm terrifying. And I got a spirit dog.
True.
You can't. We better be homies after this. I can't take no more, man.
Okay, so you guys are going.
Yeah, I
There
would
now?
take off. I don't know
What
if
are you
anybody
What
else
are you
is going
doing,
with me.
Frederick and
Gee.
Cedric?
Do I need to take her with me? I don't want to just leave her.
If you try to lift her at all, she feels lighter by the second.
Because she's gone.
Well, she's turning to ash. It looks like.
Just run, bro.
Yes, I have to take her with me.
Ooh. I thought we have to bring Jenna back to the room.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make Frederick. It wouldn't make sense to bring her.
You're
Oh yeah, I'm gone. I would give her a
I don't know
kiss.
how many moments I'm
and
gonna have left. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a hard. That's
That
a
is
hard.
tough.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
We might lose. I don't want to say it, but we might lose.
Cedric, what are you doing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, if I could assist it anyway, but I'm not sure.
Okay, Jade is running towards
Okay.
Jezebel's palace, and Cedric and Frederick are there at the moment.
Oh no, I'm headed that way too, but with the lady.
Okay, so
Oh,
Cedric.
I thought we were okay.
Okay, so
And
So I'll go
while I'm
with-
running, I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
okay, so
This is really sad.
Yep. As you're going, like the light breeze that is around you, and as each of your steps, as you're running, the bouncing, the ends of her veil, kind of come off in partial sheets, like
Like when you burn a book and it turns flaky.
that. But actually, when wind catches a spiderweb and it rips it, and then it just kind of whiffs off, and then it dissipates that way.
Okay.
And she just keeps holding your head and playing with your hair.
I'm so sorry. I should have listened. I'm an idiot.
Uh,
How do you wrestle a demon woman?
You kill her.
so, as you're going up, you're hearing that crunching and stuff, and it's actually she's holding a man's wrists, and as he's trying to go away, he broke his own wrist.
Ugh.
And he's trying to get away. He's kicking at her, and she's not moving.
Are we on the roof? Is that where we're at? Or are we?
You just crested the roof.
Okay.
Let me.
It's attack time.
Hmm.
I don't know what you guys said, but I'm gonna do everything I can to just get there quick.
When I get there, I'll.
Tell me what to do.
Yep.
Damon lady.
Then she looks, and she's like weeping blood.
Does she look sad, or is it just blood coming out of her eyes?
She doesn't look happy.
Okay.
Looks back at the guy, and then reaches forth her hand, and you see like another hand come out of hers,
Ooh.
like a dark one that's much larger, and starts grabbing towards his face. And then the middle finger and the thumb start going to the eye socket, and he's like, "Ah!" You just watching it happen? Cool. Awesome.
No, I'm gonna send my knife. I was waiting for you to finish describing. I'm gonna.
That's just what you're seeing. This guy, his eyes are like.
Being taken out of his face.
Well, I'm just gonna assume that this is what's been taking people's eyes, and I'm gonna send my. Actually, I'm gonna shout, "Hey, stop!" before I attack.
And she's looking at you.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna send my knife.
Okay, roll. You are within close range,
Okay.
and it's the rooftop. You need a single success to hit, but I will roll to see
to counter it.
to
basically.
counter it.
Okay. What am I rolling here since I'm...
This. Do you remember what you used before?
Well, I know that it costs me mental resolve, but I know sometimes it's thrown and sometimes it's discipline.
Well, are you throwing it or are you using it magically?
I'll use it magically this time and see what happens.
Okay.
So
So-
discipline, I guess.
No, that would be sorcery.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I should have gone with throw, but that's okay. Just one success.
I'm gonna pay
Oh!
3 doom. The blade just right past her head.
Okay.
Like it clips some of her hair, but she just kind of tips her head and stares at you. Your knife just keeps
Okay.
going.
Since I did it magically, it'll come back to me then. That way I have it.
It's still flying. You have to have the momentum to have it come back to you, bro.
Oh, shoot.
It's flying. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to summon it back. I'm going to do the same thing.
How are you gonna? You have to have another turn, so you have to
You have
use
to
his
wait.
fortune.
I'll use a fortune for this.
Okay.
I'll just set it over here for now.
Alright.
Okay.
Sorcery or command?
Or command?
Yeah.
Let's do sorcery because I have 3 successes.
3 successes? Well, that's pretty neat. With your 3 successes, you summon it back, and there are 2 momentum at the moment.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Do you want to use that? Mean with 2 momentum, you can have another. You can have another attack with 1 momentum. You could possibly use it to attack.
Let's do that. I'm going to take it and throw it at her.
Magically or
No, with my hand.
Okay.
Throw.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
Another 1 success.
She had 3 successes to dodge it.
So she could just dodge it again, probably.
Well, she
Yeah,
just,
she's.
Oh, okay.
She moves very unnaturally.
Okay.
Much, yeah.
Okay.
And you're seeing smoke billow out of this guy's eyes, and the eyelids start to kind of shrink over her dainty little.
Mm.
Well, it's the incorporeal, shadowed hand. Then the body drops limply to the ground, and her hair starts.
Hindsight, I should have just killed the guy before she could finish.
And Jeremiah clicks down another lever, and fires a shot off.
Okay.
Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her.
Do you know what pistol he has, right?
Yes.
And what that lever would do?
It would add an extra layer, right? Extra bullet.
No.
What would it do?
It's a Lamont, so that's a 20 gauge. He's firing out from a pistol.
Nice.
It'd be so much easier if I didn't make things so
Cool.
in depth. This one is. There it is. Where did I put you? I'm sorry, guys.
That's
I'm trying
okay.
to find it. Oh, they handed me back everything in the wrong order, that's why.
Tulok's like, bro, I really missed twice. I just have a feeling bullets aren't going to be much good. Jeremiah might prove me wrong, but I just feel like the corporeal thing won't be hurt by the bullet.
But she's still in a meat sack. The entity's in a meat sack.
Mm.
But I guess you wouldn't know that because you
No.
weren't there for that conversation. So.
Nope. Well, and I'm thinking my knife's ensorcelled.
He misses too.
He's. You already know he's not a very good shot.
Yeah.
But as it's going out, she makes sure to stay away from whatever came out of that.
Huh.
Interesting.
Cue Jade.
And now you're smelling something in the air from that shot.
Is it garlic?
It's definitely spices of some
Ah.
sort.
What is. That would be the special bullets.
Then
But you
got
guys
some.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're going back. Jade is the only one running. So you're running and you're seeing women, men running from the place, like in different lacking of clothing.
Yeah.
And you hear a gunshot from on the roof.
Okay.
So the next round, you'd possibly be able to get there. And you guys are still running, so you're going to be going slower. So by the next round, you'll be there. So
Now it's
now
her
it's
turn.
her turn to play. Ooh. Heads 1, tails 2. All right then. She rears her head back and just starts wailing a ear-cracking, horrible sound. I need... Let's see. That's this, and I'm going to definitely spend some of these. Because forget y'all. And I'm going to spend another one to just roll some more dice. And another one. I'm going to... There's that. So she automatically has 2 successes at the moment.
Oh.
Then that one was that. Boom.
You're just
13.
Well, I'll stand in front of Jeremiah if I can. Try to
That's
keep him from harm.
only 4 successes.
Only 4.
Only 4.
Only
Can
4.
he try to parry it?
You have to use discipline to fight it off.
Okay, well, discipline's one of the few things I'm strong in.
Well, you say that now.
Yeah, until she attacks me.
Jeremiah drops his gun. He's down to the ground, and you see blood pouring out of his ears and his eyes, his nose.
No! Jeremiah!
Only 5. Here's another dice.
Let me know when I'm supposed to roll.
I will never
2,
recover from this.
4, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh. R.I.P.
1,
Jeremiah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 2 traumas now. All right.
2 trauma. Sheesh.
Remember, he had a trauma from using the
Yes.
monocle.
Yeah.
Do you beat 4 successes?
I would like to spend a momentum for a 3rd dice.
Okay.
Or doesn't that, if you spend it, you just get a guaranteed success?
No.
No.
You have to
just
roll a
get the
dice.
extra die.
Okay.
If I spend a fortune, I get a guaranteed
Okay.
success.
Okay.
Unless you think that's what I should do, but I'm just going to do
Go
this.
ahead.
Okay. I need to start rolling the basket. Oh, nice. Okay, so
You have to beat 4.
I didn't beat 4. I got 3.
Okay. You take 7 resolve damage.
Can you pass me a marker, babe? Or pencil? Oh, there's one right there. Sorry, we should have thought to grab that first.
It's
Behind the eraser.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Froggy, again, remind me how close we are.
You guys are actually.
Resolve.
You guys are at extreme range.
Resolve, right? 7
Yes.
resolve.
Resolve.
Oh, I just took a trauma. Look at me go.
So Jade right now is at long range. You guys are at extreme. Everyone hears. Oh yeah, roll a discipline. Being that you guys are at extreme, this doesn't affect you, but you are healing this strange woman scream that sounds like hundreds of women, all in immense pain.
I only have 3 successes, so I also, do
Yeah.
I take 7?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just got a trauma. Does that mean I erase the resolve that have been taken, or do I leave that and every resolve injury will be a trauma?
Well, are you out of resolve now?
Yes.
Yeah, any more resolve, unless you spend a fortune to heal that up. That's why I like fortune so much. This is why I like the system. It's like you're getting a second wind.
Gotcha.
And you just took 7. That's over 5, so you take a trauma.
Okay.
No.
Frog, I got 2.
You don't need to because you were extreme in range.
Oh, I don't need to?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Now, with a trauma, that means you have to use 2 of those fortune unless I'm just gonna explain why.
Okay.
For every trauma, that is 1 more step of difficulty for every single one of your willpowers, like discipline,
Oh.
any intelligence, and your awareness. So, because it's mental. If you took a wound, that would be athleticism, coordination.
Okay.
Okay.
Also your personality stuff too. I'm thinking of splitting athleticism again because that's a lot of resolve that does stuff there. But yeah, so do you,
Is it my turn again?
she just did the whale.
Uh-huh.
Jeremiah is not doing good. Let's see. Yeah, it would be your turn.
I'm going to spend both fortune. Okay. Which would heal my resolve.
It heals your resolve, and then your traumas are bandaged up. They're only
Okay.
like they're still there.
But you're not taking, like, effects from
You're
it.
not taking effects from it. It's like you've steeled yourself.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my bone knife, and I'm going to charge her and try to tackle and stab her, or just try to get her any way I can. I don't know. I don't want to describe it, but
Roll a melee.
sweet. I don't have any. Okay,
No,
we're just gonna help.
it just you.
Ooh, look at that! 3 successes, and one of them was a natural 1.
So that's.
4?
Do you have a focus?
Yeah, I have a focus
So
of
So
2.
that's 4.
That would be 4.
Yes.
I
She
wish-
rolls a 5. Takes my eyeballs out of my head.
That's only 2 successes. You had 4.
Yes.
Okay, so you gained a momentum.
Sweet. Do I need to
No.
roll where?
Yes. Roll a hit location.
Torso.
Torso. You now roll your damage. You drive into her torso with your blade.
Hang on, let's see what my blade's damage is. It is... Okay. Damage is 5, so I need to roll 5 dice.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any bonus to that?
Yeah, my qualities are piercing.
No, when I say bonus damage, because of, look at your page with the cowboy picture on it, on the top. Bonus damage, melee.
Melee plus 2.
So you would
So you have
take
7 dice.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Okay, so I've got a 5 and 4s are quality, right?
4s and 3s are nothing.
Okay.
5s and 6s are qualities. Do you have a talent called, what talents do you have?
courageous.
Oh, I've got no mercy. I can reroll damage dice to
You can
melee
reroll 1.
focus. Well, it sets
To
the melee
focus,
focus.
so you would get.
It's actually, it shouldn't be focus. It should actually be the number of talents you have. You only have the 1.
So
yeah,
you get
so
to
I would get
reroll
reroll
one.
those.
And then I also have. Well, that's the only one that would help here. Because I have bound
You rolled
weapon,
a whole
but-
bunch of 3s?
Yeah, I rolled
Okay.
4 3s and a 4.
That's awesome for me.
It's terrible for me. Because none of my others are going to help here, so. A 1. So 1, 2, and a 5.
So, and is it vicious?
Yes, it is. Well, it's piercing 2, reliable, ensorcelled 1, and subtle.
Okay, so piercing 2.
Yep.
And how much damage was that?
I got a 1, 2, and a 5, so 3 damage.
So it's not vicious.
No.
So 1, 2, and a 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 damage. Piercing 2, you said.
Yes. And ensorcelled 1. I don't know if that makes a difference here.
Ensorcelled 1. Okay. You drive your knife in and into her torso, and the feeling of a blade going against someone's ribs underneath her flesh, that's what you feel.
Okay.
So I can pierce him. At least.
And blood starts pouring over your hand, and in her eyes for a second it looks like a little girl just got hurt.
Oh.
And then the left eye that's all bloodshot, is more blood is pouring out of it.
Okay.
And Jeremiah, let's actually see if he's...
Can I use my momentum before Jeremiah goes to dodge away or step out of his striking range of her?
You can use your minor action
I would
to
like to do
actually... I think it would be the single momentum should be...
I think it's a single momentum to just move away or move closer.
Because I don't want to be there when it's her turn to hit me in the face. Suck my eyeballs out.
Or you could step.
There, here's all the cheat sheets.
Thanks.
I think it's one momentum like you were thinking. So I think it's like pretty much dodge.
Swift. No, that's not it. Withdraw, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
withdraw. It is
withdraw.
one momentum.
Leaves the
Character leaves the reach of an enemy without triggering any retaliate actions.
Okay, cool. So you jabbed and you're back. Now Jeremiah, he will try to fire at her. Heck no. He's
Poor guy.
he's blinded and just kind of going like that. Right about now, Jade, you're starting to run up the steps.
Okay.
And you've got, like, because you failed, you're like, you touch your face and you're thinking it's sweat. There's blood
Sweat.
coming out of your eyes and then your nose and your ears. And you're running up and you're hearing huffing and puffing. And you're starting to crest at the top. I'll let you have a round of combat if you want.
Ooh.
And she's standing there. There's a dead body there of a guy
Okay.
with a busted wrist. And,
Well, I have my buffalo rifle with me,
okay.
so I'm gonna.
You're in close range. It's 2 more difficulty than, so you need 3 successes.
So, well, then I would actually pull out my pistols then if I'm in close range already. So I'm gonna pull out my pistols and fire.
The Peacemakers,
Yes.
and they just have regular rounds in them at the moment. So
Right, because I don't know.
you didn't specify that you loaded it up differently,
Well, and I wouldn't have.
unless you have a fortune that you want to say that that's what you did.
I will, because I think I'm gonna need
Is
it.
that all of the fortune, or you just have one more?
I have 2 more.
You have 2 more. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't
So,
spent
what?
any.
How many of those rounds do you have?
8.
Cool.
I have 8 of those. So
So this is close range. Just so you know, you're firing with. You also have 2 gold bullets, if you remember, too.
right.
So you have 8 silver, or was it 6 silver and then?
I put of the Bane, the silver, 8
Okay.
of the. I didn't write down my
8
gold.
rounds.
So
So-
almost at 6 of the.
Okay, so 6. So one of your pistols has that, or did you? You spent a fortune. Did you put 3 of each?
I would have
Okay.
gone ahead and put 3 of each.
So
in the
both
pistol.
revolvers are just the silver ones, or do you have gold in it? Just so I know.
I would have put just the silver in there.
Okay. So the silver or the gold rounds, that is one more step of difficulty. So at the moment, you only need. If it was just regular bullets, it'd just be 1 success. You need
Right.
2 at the
Okay.
moment.
Do you want to spend a
No,
fortune?
I'm pretty confident in my pistols.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes with 1 pistol. Okay. That is what you needed. She would actually be kind of surprised. So roll your damage.
8 damage for those. If it's going up, because you don't let me distract you.
Oh,
Sorry,
Hang on.
don't let me get involved. I was just going off that.
Peacemaker, so it's 5 minimum
Yeah, it
plus
would
your
be
bonus.
5 plus my bonus of 2.
So 7.
7.
Don't roll 3s.
She can re-roll a single dice.
So 3s and
4s.
4s
3s
don't
and
do
4s
anything?
don't do anything.
Okay. I have 2 1s, 2 2s, and a 5.
Is it vicious?
It is vicious.
So that means the 5 means 2. So 2, 4, 6. That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Now, and you only had 2 successes, so that means
Just 1 pistol.
yep, 1 pistol that's all you could really. So
Right.
you go up and then fire. Oh, roll a hit location for me.
Torso.
Torso again. So she reels like that, and there's like sparks that kind of shoot out of her as the blood starts pouring out, and that was 6 damage, you said?
Yes.
Armor
We don't
so.
need this blood that's
We
pouring
do
out.
need the blood. That's what I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
Something
shoot.
we have to try to
3, 4,
maintain.
5, 6.
We have to kill her without blood. That's gonna be tricky. Put the blade in her heart, I guess.
I don't
Bleed
know.
internally. You can't kill someone without them bleeding.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there's ways.
Well, not combat.
Okay, so you fired.
Be her turn, I think. Even though I don't want it to be.
No, it would be if I spent Doom with Dread. I think I will. So, I'm going to spend a little bit of that. And she's going to. Oh, yeah. She just glares at you. And I'm going to have to. You're going to do a contested roll.
Okay, so
Discipline.
Can
Against
I
her.
help her at all?
no.
Is this one-on-one?
No, it's her discipline. You can't help with discipline and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I had 2 successes.
She rolled a 1 and a 2.
So that's probably 3.
That's 2,
4.
4
Oh my
successes.
gosh. Okay.
How many did you get?
2.
Let me roll these 6 dice. Oh, your discipline, what you'd have only gotten. It would have been more difficult too. Because of
you
the
got-
trauma.
Yeah, because of the trauma. So
Is it
So you didn't need 5 to beat her 4?
mental? Okay. 2, 4,
I never
6,
recalculated out my.
7. That's 7 damage. and you're stunned.
You just took a wound.
A trauma.
So yeah,
Oh,
I
'cause
took
it's all
another
resolved.
trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're stunned.
She
What does
just
that mean?
she can't do anything for another round unless she uses a fortune.
Ooh.
Or look at the. There should be the quality in there. Right about now, Frederick and
Oh.
Cedric, carrying Lady Death, are at the
No,
base,
that's not it. Hang on.
and you heard gunfire.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm gonna
Fast
do is
to
draw
the
my
enemy
own
target
pistol
next.
Okay.
So I can give a drag
and
To ignore it.
to ignore it.
just be ready to shoot the first thing that I think looks like what I'm probably wanting to shoot.
Okay then. All right, so you are hearing it from the roof of Jezebel's palace. So you're gonna have to get up there somehow, carrying Lady Death.
I should put her down.
Okay.
So you're gonna
I guess I'll
continue to.
carry her over one shoulder. You said she's extremely light, so.
She's getting lighter by the second, so enjoy that. So
Thanks.
she doesn't have a left arm anymore.
Oh.
So, Cedric, are you going up the steps too?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna try and help out any way I can, but I'm not real sorcery or anything like that.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say you guys make it to the top, and Jade's eyes are all bloodshot, and blood is all over her face because she's tried to wipe it away. Just your natural reaction. Jeremiah is kneeling on the ground, blood and snot is pouring out of his nose, and he glances over at you guys, and he's crying blood as well. And you see Jenna starting to hover off the ground with a knife wound on her left side by her ribs, and then it looks like a bullet wound right. It would be like right above her hip on the right side. Blood just pouring down, and there's a man laying next to her dead without his eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at that. And
Okay.
and so the first reaction is shoot at that and say, "You're killing." Okay, Frederick's gonna slip words, and he's gonna say, "You're killing my wife."
Ooh.
All right.
Cedric's gonna try and drag Jade and move Jeremiah out of action and help bandage or do whatever he can.
Okay, let's have Frederick roll to attack first. And do you have any special rounds or anything?
Negative.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yes, I needed this. Okay, so, 3 successes.
You definitely hit her. Could you roll? Do you write down the hit location numbers? I think you might have those.
Yeah.
It's probably been a
I
while.
probably do, but
Keep looking.
Okay, roll a d20.
Okay.
Back one more.
Wait,
It's
how,
2.
these are.
I know, but keep going back.
um,
You said go back. That means go back to where I started.
a 2. That's in the head.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I hope we don't need all this blood we're pouring out on the wood.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Bucket.
Okay.
And how many successes was that again?
3.
3.
3. You only needed
Yeah.
1, so you have 2 momentum.
Oh, thank
So that 2
Oh,
momentum, you can actually dish that out as more damage if you want as well. Or you can use how many momentum for piercing? For more piercing? I think it's 1 momentum for 2 piercing.
Here it is. It doesn't say the cost. Unless I'm just
It should be
missing.
1 momentum. Yeah, it would be 1 momentum for additional 2 piercing, and you have 1 piercing with that pistol already.
Unless that's the same thing as penetration.
Penetration.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it
Yeah,
ignores
okay.
2 soak for every momentum spent.
That's what piercing is.
Oh,
Yeah. I'll spend a momentum on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll your damage.
Okay.
He's using his dice tower.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, 5, 6, and 1 are the only actual damages out of that.
Is your pistol vicious?
No.
Oh.
So that's 3 damage.
Right in the head, too.
Roll a d6 and just tell me what the number is.
Okay.
I like that sound.
It's a 4.
A 4?
Yep.
Almost the same location that you got shot.
Oh.
You hit her there and just blood is pouring all over her face and she's having trouble opening her right eye.
An eye for an eye.
That's right. That's right. Very. That's awesome.
Okay. Do you have Lady Death in your other hand?
Correct.
I'm gonna make something funny. By definition, she can be used as a club.
I can't.
I know you can't.
That's
know.
so funny.
But by definition,
Anything in a hand?
no. To have a second attack, you need 2 momentum unless you have another weapon in your other hand.
Oh.
So funny.
That is funny.
Okay.
I got a revolver. I just got to pull the trigger another time.
But you still need 2 momentum.
Okay. Okay.
Well, because you have to
But I don't have.
pull the hammer
Yeah.
back. That's why.
I see.
Yeah. So Cedric, you were going to try to get help to Jade and Jeremiah. Well, you have to choose one to start with.
Ooh. Okay. I feel like the focus is more on Jade, so I'm gonna try and get her out and use a med kit on her.
Okay, so your medicine it just gives you an additional d20
Nice.
Okay.
to roll, so you get to roll 3. And so you're so roll a healing. You need minimum of 2 successes to do anything.
And that's exactly what I got is 2 successes.
Nice.
Well, you're just what you're really doing is you're getting the blood out of her eyes so she can see.
Wait, hold on. 3 successes. I thought I had a 14.
Oh, okay. So you gained a momentum.
Once.
So, but you're noticing her wounds are really not super physical.
Would I
Okay.
get rid of the 2 that I had from earlier?
Well,
Too bigger.
It does help though, because she can actually roll a counsel for me as well, because you did so well on that.
Nice.
Because that could be feeling of support being able to see again. So roll a counsel and see. Once again, 2 successes needed.
do I only have 2 die on this?
Only 2 dice, but there are 2 momentum in the pool at the moment,
You can use one if you want.
or 2.
I would. Yeah,
Or
I
2.
wanna get another die.
Okay, or you can give me dread.
No.
I'm still being lenient
I know. That's why I don't want to
I
get
with
never-
1 combatant.
I never recalculated out my vigor and my resolve when we redid our
Yeah, we did.
character. Not on Jade. On
sorry,
my
Jade.
other character.
I thought we did. What was
I'm
that?
not being real counseling. I only got 1 success.
Okay, well, you're still under the effects of the traumas and everything, but you can see at the
Okay.
moment.
Cool. So am I still stunned, or would that take away the stun?
I thought you gave me a dread.
I hadn't yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She wanted to, but she hadn't yet.
Okay, so let's just say the stun's taken away that way.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
so.
cool.
So your medical thing did some benefit. Tulak,
Yes.
what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to charge her and stab her again.
Okay.
Do you not have a gun with you?
He does in his left hand this whole time.
I do, but
Okay,
Otherwise, you
I
could
I
have.
was
Just saying, you
curious.
could have both your knives too.
well, the other one's flown over the hill, and I don't have
Oh, and you didn't.
summon it back yet because we've been in the heat of the moment, and I'd assumed that would take a whole action.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I just didn't think it was worth it at this time.
You're. Let me just see. Okay.
What was that?
A knife
Flying
flew
over the
over
hill,
the
yeah.
top, seeing if it randomly hit somebody.
Yeah.
It is a weapon, and it's.
Fine.
Is it an action to summon it back? Would that be my turn?
Well, there is momentum and stuff you could have.
Could I use it now and then attack with both knives?
It would be an action to bring it back, but yeah, it would be an action. But then you have, if you bring it back, you still have the momentum to spend
To attack.
to at least attack once.
Well, then let's do that. I'll roll to try and summon it back successfully. Which, this is still discipline, but because I spent
Not
that...
discipline.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. This should be sorcery.
Yep.
But because I spent my fortune, my resolve are clear. So I
Yep.
have some that I can use. That's the other reason I didn't summon it back, because I didn't have any resolve
Okay.
left. 2 successes for that.
That's what you needed. You hear it buzzsawing back.
Sweet!
We're
There.
gonna use that.
Yeah,
Oh, but it has to be fresh momentum. Sorry. At least you have your knife back.
great. Okay.
Jeremiah is going to try again.
Come on, Jeremiah.
He should be focused on getting out of there.
He does actually hit.
Oh yay.
Oh, good for him.
Good for him. I think that's the first time, the whole time since we've been con this time.
Yep.
Poor guy.
I know.
It's
He's
only-
really.
Make go over the bus saw back and like hit her in the head or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd be cool if it hit her on the way back.
Is this reliable, accurate? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. Good job. Might as well hit location and see. Yep. Hits her in the left arm.
Nice. Everybody's there somewhere different.
And he barely rolled good enough to actually. That was 2. So that was an additional. So he did have a momentum to add. There.
Oh, good job,
He gave you
Jeremiah.
guys a momentum.
There you go.
Would he spend that momentum to do something else? As his minor, he reaches under his vest, and that whip has been wrapped around his waist,
Oh my gosh.
underneath, like
Okay.
this,
Oh, wow.
and there's a whoosh, crack.
He's
By
dead.
definition, he's dual wielding, so he can attack, and he
Oh
moves
my
up,
Gosh.
and he tries to attack. And those of you who are around sorcery, when you hear that crack, you smell something in the air.
Okay.
Okay, this is melee 9. That is 1 success. That is all he needed. He hits her with his whip. And his whippity whip. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yes. He goes like this and cracks. The whip goes around her neck and like slaps her in the other eye. She starts reeling back, topples over, and you hear a gut-wrenching snap as her neck breaks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
And after that crack, you hear it, and a dark figure starts crawling over the edge.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Roughly a 9-foot tall.
So we gotta fight that now?
You just let it out of the body.
Well, there's no way to take her alive. Plus, I didn't know that's what we were doing. I was on kill mode, so.
Well, Jeremiah rolled really well.
Yeah. Good job.
Way to go!
Yeah,
He
that's
said that's what you get
terrifying.
for screaming.
Yeah.
Well, he rolled 2 effects, so it grappled
Uh-huh.
really well, and she was out of vigor in that form,
Oh.
and
That's true, because her meat set would have been kind of weak, and we've been really beating on her.
Yeah.
Oh, well thought out, Froggy. This is cool.
thank you.
Kind of morbid, but
There
cool.
she is.
But the meat sack is dead.
We just need her blood. Well, actually, I don't know. I actually really did
Yeah.
block my ears. I don't actually know what you said. I'm assuming we need her blood,
We,
which is
we
why I was
do.
sad that we were
We need the original
blowing her to
thing
pieces.
back over in the blood.
And you know that you need the entity too.
Yep.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we need blood and the entity. Because I was even going to grab the dead guy that's been laying there. Because he didn't bleed out a whole lot besides his eyes.
Can Lane
I have a
dead
question.
this person?
Yep.
Okay, so if it has not crawled fully out yet,
Yeah.
say for example, I animate that body, does it go back into the body?
That's a fun idea.
That's a very good idea.
I think seeing that thing crawl out, I
Yeah,
might just go, oh no, you don't.
because you know what happens summoning, because it's, yeah.
That's cool.
So if this is all theoretical, if his summoning fails, is this something that Kent can fight?
You have to summon him.
I know. Well, I have a plan for that.
There's always ways.
I mean, would you rather me
Wait,
animate
this
the
is-
body or have to drag this lady back to a portal?
Well, first of
Fred-
all, I would
What-
much rather
Excuse me while I give you guys 30 seconds to make this decision.
Frederick, I would much rather you try to put the thing back in the body because otherwise I gotta win myself and Jade's thinking about cutting off one of her fingers. So with that being
Okay,
said,
she's bleeding
please
a lot already, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna animate the dead.
okay.
Okay, so you have
You
Lady Death.
Yeah.
Animate Dead is usually a ritual, so if you remember, if you spend the vigor, you can do it as a spell.
I will spend that vigor. You bet.
So you're pulling out your dagger.
Right.
Roll damage to yourself first,
Okay. You got it.
and roll a hit location or tell me where you're gonna slash yourself.
It's gonna be right in the thigh.
Not inner, outer thigh. I'm just gonna say.
You just put down dice for all.
That's a femoral artery.
Yeah.
It's dead in 35
Well,
seconds.
The thigh will affect my running.
Do your shoulder.
He's carrying Lady Death, and he can't. I guess he could stab his other shoulder.
He doesn't need to stab.
Jeez.
Slice
Slice
down.
his shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So you don't instead of stabbing, I'll slice. 'Cause
You were gonna stab yourself?
That's what I thought you
Yeah,
had to
it's
do.
gonna be epic.
It's gonna be
Slice.
epic.
Slashing is epic. Dude, you're damaging your freaking self. This is like.
Yeah, I'm over here like, I'm about to lose some fingers to get
Yeah.
Kent to come. So it's gonna be really cool the way I was going.
All right. So I got 3 damage. It's all special effect.
So it's all 5s and 6s?
Exactly.
Is your blade vicious?
It's hold up.
Oh, I hope not, because you're gonna lose your whole arm.
That would be
It
6 damage.
is. It's
That's 6 damage then.
no. It's sanguine, undead, and ensorcel.
I forgot about those.
Oh no.
When you slash yourself, no blood comes out, but the blade itself starts turning red.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
So you're looking at You injured yourself that amount, but there you go.
Okay. And I'll hold the dagger out to this 9 foot tall demonic lady, and I go, "No, you don't. Get back in there."
All right. Roll. Okay, we got to decide. Well, it would be sorcery because it's a spell right now compared to ritual. And it's going to be contested against her discipline.
Okay.
Do you want to
And-
use anything? There is one momentum in the pool. You can give me dread, and you can use fortune.
I'm out of fortune, but I will gladly use the momentum and give you a dread. And then, does Ensorcelled do anything? Because I'm spellcasting with it, I guess.
Ensorcelled means there's a qualities thing on there.
Yeah.
No, other page, qualities.
Yep.
Ensorcelled near the bottom. Or it might be a different page.
Do you want to look at this page? I'll
Yeah,
look at
it's
it.
going to be that page.
Oh, this page.
Ensorcelled near the bottom.
Oh, I see it. They have the capability of harming horrors and magical entities.
Mhm.
You pay X doom at the start of combat. You gain the piercing quality against any creature, and you gain soak for being a horror and bypass any soak gained from the incorporeal special ability.
Yeah, so an Ensorcelled's blade can harm ghost if you spend the amount of doom or dread to activate it.
Okay.
That's what that is. The Sanguine one I've explained to you, but if you kill someone with your blade,
Okay.
you can make a charm, so you'd have a bonus d20. I don't think you've
Gotcha.
killed someone with that blade.
I never have. Nope.
Yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. But, so you get to do a sorcery contested against her discipline. Ready?
What? Yeah, I'm ready.
Roll away. Let's see.
Okay. Okay, so I have 4 dice to roll.
Yeah, you do.
Alright.
It was funny.
Oh, Incredibles one.
Alright. In sorcery, I just get 2 successes.
With your 2 successes, there's a sound coming from the body as its mouth. Well, you can't see it, but the camera view would be around where this lady's broken neck and she's swaying, and Jeremiah is like having to hold her over the edge, and the mouth lulls open as it tries to breathe in, but it fights it off with barely 1 success.
What if I give you 1 more dread?
That would have been 1 more dice to roll.
Well, yeah, but that was that. This is now.
I'll let you roll the 1 more dice and see. Let's just.
Please get a success.
Oh, well, okay. Alright, never mind. Of course. Of course.
Alright, so I'll take this back out.
And I'll attack it as soon as it's time. With both my knives.
So now it's starts to hover. Oh yeah.
Straight up not having a good time.
I think it's time you say goodbye to your favorite finger, whichever one that is.
And she, now seeing her in a physical form, it is a black and purple at the same time shadowy figure that's 9 feet tall.
Is that the same thing that
That
Cedric
you saw, yeah, exact same thing. And the
Oh.
veil that she's wearing is the fabric on every single one of those hats.
Mm.
And you're seeing it manifested there. and you grabbed the hat, remember?
Yep.
You look down at it for a second, and where that veil was, it's not there.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Do we have? Is it our turn to take action, or is she still going?
Nathan's really ready for Jade to cut her fingers
Well,
off.
I'm really ready to attack it before it can attack me.
Really? Well, I'm gonna spend some
Jade
dread
cuts her
to.
finger off. I want to help bind it up.
I just spent
To go first.
just a little dread for her to scream. Her jaw
Dude, I can't take it
dislodges.
anymore.
I knew this was
Yeah,
coming.
her jaw dislodges. So everyone roll a discipline, and let's
Okay.
see how bad this is.
I have 3 this time. I think I got 3 last
One.
time.
I did
but-
too. Wow, I finally rolled good. I got 3 successes. I've been rolling terrible.
2 successes.
Okay. Cedric.
Oh, only one.
Okay. Jeremiah somehow saves. Everyone saves except Cedric.
Ooh.
So I only have to roll 6 dice. Let's see.
Oh, only.
Only
Two.
6.
2 or 5. So that's 5 resolve damage.
I have 4 resolve left.
Okay, that was, and you do take a trauma
Oh, great.
because that was
Shit.
2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Unless you have courage soak for there's specific courage soaks you guys have. So
No, I think it just says. I mean, mine just says 2. So.
so you wouldn't have taken a trauma. You just took 3 damage then.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So she went.
Is
So who's
she-
going first?
I'll go first because I'm assuming I'm still right up on her.
Well, you backed
You
up.
just stepped out of the
Remember?
way, but you're.
I'll just go first.
Okay.
When you say she's 9 foot tall, is she close enough to the ground that I can reach her with my knives, or is she high
You
enough?
can reach her. I'm just saying that she's hovering. I'm just showing
Oh,
that
I
she's
see.
hovering.
Gotcha. Well, then I'm gonna run at her with a knife in each hand and try to stab the shadowy demon woman in the chest if wherever I roll.
Okay. Well, roll for an attack.
This is still melee, right? Even though it's the 2 knives.
Well, you have to roll for each one.
Yeah, you have to roll first.
You have to.
Oh.
You have to be successful with one to be
To
successful.
roll for the second?
Yeah.
Ooh, I was very successful with 1, and I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Let's. Yeah, you're successful.
Do I need to roll for the second one, or do I do damage and stuff first?
How many successes did you have again?
3.
You've got 2 momentum. 2 fresh momentum, one of which you can use to have another attack. Just letting you know. Otherwise, this one can be additional damage and stuff like that. So, did you activate? Did you give me dread to activate ensorcelled on your blades?
I did not know I had to do that in advance.
Okay, but you can do it now.
I would love to.
Okay, how much dread equals how much soak do you have?
Oh, let me double check. I just read it and I forgot already.
For each dread is 1 piercing.
Okay. So then,
So 2 dread would equal.
yeah.
2
So let's
piercing.
do 2 dread for each blade. So a total of 4 dread.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
And that's why the qualities are pretty neat.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. I like it. Okay, so then I roll for the second blade now,
You have to roll your damage first,
Yeah.
and look in your.
which
Location die.
is 7 dice for the damage.
And remember, you can in the future, for 2 momentum, you can actually do a called shot and say a specific location. But right now, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about her locations to make that worthwhile, anyways. Oh, sweet! I only rolled 1 3 that time. Okay.
And you can re-roll it because you have.
Oh, sweet. And it was a 4, so whatever. Okay, so I got 2, 4, and a 6 and a 5, which is each 2 because I spent for 2 piercing, right?
No, the piercing is something else.
Okay, well then I've got.
Is it? It's not vicious.
Let me double check. I don't think it is.
I don't believe it is. But you have 2, so
It's
that's
piercing 2 and ensorcelled 1,
Yes,
so it's not
two
piercing.
twos and 2 1s.
2 2s, 2 1s, a 6, and a 5.
okay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 8 damage, and it's ensorcelled. So it, just so you know, because you ensorcelled it,
Mm-hmm.
that gets past. I'll just tell you the number: 6 damage soak.
Nice.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So
The first
location,
barbaric
hit
jump us
location.
Oh, there it is. Right arm.
Okay.
So we
So you get her right arm, and then do you want to attack again and see?
Yes, I would love to. Kind sir. 2 successes this time.
All right. Let's see if she. Ooh. Well, by definition, you. Yep. You hit again. Roll some damage.
Okay.
reroll that.
Oh, I will. Let me stack these first. I can only reroll one of them. It was 3. So I got 2, 4, 6 damage that time.
Okay.
And it was the left leg. So,
Okay. So as you're striking with your blades, it feels like you're pushing through water when you hit her,
okay.
and then it's like a wisp of smoke, and wherever you hit her, there's an open area in her.
Oh. Cool.
So who's going next?
Can I... actually, I'm just going to leave that momentum. Well, I probably need to step out of the way so they can shoot her. So
It's up to you.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to step out of the way. I'll spend the momentum
Okay.
to withdraw.
Okay. There we go. Who's going next?
I think I should go last.
Okay.
Frederick or Cedric,
Are you-
do...
I don't have much to do damage to her
You can
because I'm not very.
click open your hand if you remember.
I know that, but will that isn't she more spiritual?
You don't know. I'm just reminding you that you have a hand that you can squirt out acid out of.
You know what? I haven't used it. I want to use the acid hand.
All right. So roll a contraption or alchemy. You get to choose.
I think alchemy is my better. Yeah, alchemy is definitely my better.
Okay. Roll your 2d20s and see what happens. And you can, if you want to give me a fortune or dread or anything, just to up your chances.
3 successes. Got a nat 1.
Nice.
Three successes.
Yeah.
All right. You have 1 momentum. But no, let's say it's 2 because that I'll just set him here like that. So
Okay.
you see him for the first time with his left hand. He goes between his ring finger and his middle finger, and his hand snaps in half, and out of it a small barrel, and he pulls down, and as he does, some liquid of some sort shoots out of this barrel. Roll me a d20 and tell me what the number is.
Spider-Man. Okay. 10.
A 10, eh? Torso.
That down.
Roll your damage.
At the changed. How many d6s, right?
Yep, d6s.
How many was it?
You
I'm using an app right now.
you using? Well, that it should be on your sheet.
Where is it?
Probably where you wrote it.
I have poisons. Oh, wait. You know what? I think I know where it is. Where's the inventory? 5.
Nice.
5 damage dice. Cool.
Accidentally put hold on. Here we go.
Here we go.
Why is there a D20 on there? Restart.
Hard telling that.
There we go. 2 2s and 2 6s and a 5.
I know acid is vicious, so that's 8.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
okay, so two. So the 5s and 6s count as 2, and then just count up what the damage is.
Okay, so the 2 2s is 4, right?
Yep.
And then you said
5s and 6s are will count as 2 as well because it's vicious.
10.
10, and I believe that the acid that you had, is it persistent?
Yes.
Does it
This
say
was
what
my
number?
better acid.
Does it say what number it is? Persistent?
Oh, I didn't put a number. I just put
Wait,
persistent.
so
Or is it?
how many 5s
Where's
and
that?
6s did you have?
I had 1 5, 2 6s.
For 3 rounds, she's going to be taking damage.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Somehow, acid is staying on this incorporeal form.
Nice.
Huh.
So that's Cedric's
Yay.
turn. Who's going next?
My only idea is to siphon from this 9-foot tall person into my lady.
Well, you could. Are you going to try to put it in the body again?
Ooh.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, she's already dead though.
You could reanimate it still, right?
That was my better acid.
I hope Jeremiah pulls her up on the roof.
You
No one's told him to
You
do
know,
anything.
I
He's
was
just.
close-
he's
I
just
was
I don't know
close
what's
to-
going on.
what was that?
I'm gonna try and reanimate that body again.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I was close. I'll give you a dread.
Thank you.
Frederick, should
Yeah,
you tell your friend Jeremiah to pull the body up so it's easier on the neck when you reanimate it?
It's easier on the neck.
Well, if she comes back to life but she dies again because she's choking, I don't really know how animating a corpse works, but I'm assuming it still needs to breathe.
Not when it's a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, disregard me. My bad.
I don't. Not when it's a zombie. No.
Roll your roll away.
Okay, am I rolling sorcery?
Yeah. And damage yourself again.
Right, of course. That's a good idea. Okay. Okay.
Her body.
Don't. Okay, 2 5s and a 2. So 4 damage to myself.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and then I have 3 successes.
The body itself, as Jeremiah's pulling it over, because I'm guessing someone would have told him.
Yes.
So as it's being pulled over, the body starts going up.
What the heck is that?
It's a zombie one.
Nice.
I'll send here. I've got.
That's all right.
You can take a picture of it and send it to Jeff. Because you summoned it, you did put a spirit inside of a body. You have control over it.
Tell it to go back to the house.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send that body back to the house.
Tell it, Jeff. Roleplay it.
Do something
Oh,
really
okay.
cool with it.
What?
Do something really cool, like say something really powerful.
Oh, and its head is lulled to kind of shrieking to the side because
Like
it is
yellow.
broken.
I love it.
I command you in the name of all spirits to go back to the house where Ben has been murdered and strapped to the wall and crawled back into the hole from whence you emerged.
And what it does is it kind of does this creepy flopping cartwheel off the edge of the building.
All right.
And is slamming its hands into like spider climbing down the wall, all backwards and awkwardly.
Ugh.
And you guys are just going looking over the top, and people are screaming, and then it's halfway down, and it jumps to the next building. So you guys gotta.
We gotta run
Catch it.
after it, yeah.
It definitely is moving faster than you guys can.
Well,
I'm gonna
Take off
shout.
running.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Jeremiah
Okay.
because I'm assuming it's hard for him to walk right now.
Well, he can move okay.
he's fine. He's just
yeah.
traumatized.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
yeah. He's got the blood out of his eyes, and he's
Okay.
wrapping the whip around him.
Well, then I'll run
So
after.
we're all running.
Yep. And Frederick is carrying
Lady Death.
a little bit of Lady Death.
What's left of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's red.
It's mainly a veil over what looks like an ashen skeleton,
Oh.
and you can barely see female features on her.
I'm really
Oh.
glad I didn't have to cut my fingers off. Because that's what I was like, man, that's why I'm gonna go last.
Okay, so now we run as fast as we can back to the
Yep.
house?
Does anyone have a fortune to make sure that you beat her there? Or okay, there you go. Fortune or nice. So you somehow
Really
she's
big here in the team.
she's slowed down because she's going over the houses and you're going through, and she like busts through the window and then stands in front of the thing. She's standing in front of the sigil.
What is, the sigil says?
Have to sacrifice blood, I think.
Yeah. What do we have to do?
Ooh, if someone's cutting off her head, can it please be me? I don't know
Frederick
anything
or
about this magic
Cedric?
stuff, so
Frederick
someone's
or
gonna tell me.
Cedric, yeah.
Yeah.
I will just completely drain her of all her blood using my sacrificial knife by cutting several arteries.
He's gotta do it. 'Cause
Okay.
he's the...
Good luck.
And so as you're doing that, like you finally do the last slice, and as the blood's pouring down, by definition you just killed her. So write down you do have a charm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The body starts to hover, and the joints start breaking backwards as the blood just starts kind of going in like an upside down. It's kind of like a tornado coming at, like the high part is the thicker part is from her going into the center part of this cadaver, and all the blood starts going in, and Lady Death starts reaching out, and the ash of her last grasp starts being sucked in, and she gets sucked into it.
Do we all need to run out of there? Is the suction that strong?
No, it's
You're-
just the blood.
Just the blood.
Okay.
And then the body of this tortured girl, her horrible life has finally been ended, truly. And the entity gets sucked into it, and you're seeing it trying to fight and being pulled back in. You didn't kill it. You just put it back
Yeah.
where it was.
But at least we know what to do.
Kinda.
Kinda. We kill the old lady and burn down our shop and become murder hobos.
Or
Right
right,
about
yeah.
now, you're remembering what
Yeah, I
you
was just
saw
about
in
to
there,
say.
and yeah, we've got time.
yeah, let's have time. I'm gonna say, well, that was something. When I went over to check what was going on, I noticed that there was someone hanging in the shop that we were at earlier, Jade, and I didn't have time to stop and check. And I think we should probably check that out and then go talk to the sheriff.
Okay, you guys didn't see the sheriff for a bit.
Yeah, he was gone.
Okay, well, I think that's a good plan. I think we need to take that sack of skulls.
Yeah.
Sadly, Frederick, you know how every single one of those girls died.
What?
Lady Death didn't have as much control, and she showed you how horrible this man was.
Golly.
I'll pick up the sack of skulls and put it on my shoulder.
Cedric, should you take some pictures of this
Oh, before I do that.
ungodly place before we burn it to the ground?
Oh, of course. And then,
You have to run back to the hotel.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Because
Got my satchel.
that a camera is a big thing back then.
Yeah.
No, right, yeah.
Okay.
So he's gotta go
I'll
get
do
it
that
and
then.
come back.
Wait right here. And then I just shuffle off as fast as
Shuffle off.
possible.
With his
Unless
hands
we're flying
flopping like
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
passport.
I imagine hinge sounds.
Sure.
So you're waiting here more than 10 minutes.
Okay. And then we hear him from a distance from by the time he gets started.
And a
getting
thud.
close.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scheiße! And so you start taking pictures. What else do you guys do while he's taking pictures? Now, Frederick, you just saw Lady Death be sucked into that prior to the entity being sucked into there. So, however you want to take that.
Jade would be essentially just kind of trying to draw the symbols and
Okay.
stuff and try to like
You,
for
you, had,
Thaddeus.
you had 10 minutes, so you can
Yeah.
have a rough, and it's not super awesome. Okay, so you've got
I
it.
would just, oh,
You
sorry.
got it drawn. Pictures have been taken.
Do I still have the hat, or did the hat
Yeah.
like?
There's a veil on it now.
Okay.
Again.
Ooh, you should probably burn the veil.
I'm gonna take the hat back to Thaddeus.
Now.
I wonder where they would have gotten the veils from, the material to make them.
From
So what do you guys do?
the thing. Well, we're gonna go,
Go
to
back
the
to
shop.
the shop.
Okay.
Well,
Unless-
did you
are
say
they-
something about burning the building?
Are you guys wanting to burn the building down? Is that what you said?
I just think it would be a good idea to get rid of evidence of like this very weird, freaky, supernatural stuff.
Jeremiah just. Oh, should we ask the Rojas family?
I think that's a great idea.
We could maybe barricade it and something. I just think a fire in the middle of town
Bad idea.
before your date would be a bad idea.
That's a wonderful idea, Jeremiah.
I'm all for it, but we just time it appropriately.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good idea, Jeremiah. And thanks for your help back there.
It's like, all right then.
Okay, so I guess then we're headed
Yeah,
to
then
the
we'll head out the.
Okay.
shop.
Cedric all awkwardly
Yeah, take
Carrying
pictures.
his camera on his back and stuff.
Hey, this is perfect because we'll be able to take pictures of that.
True.
Yep. So it is after that 10. It's been about like 13 minutes since.
Minute. Yeah. Okay.
So it hasn't been all that long. And it's still kind of chaos out there.
Yeah.
You do see the sheriff trying to calm people down, the deputies, and lo and behold, Jerry is out there, and he's like climbing on, like he's swinging on, and he's like, "I'm free! Dang it!" And then the deputies are running to try to get him. Like, how did you get out? So it's like chaos as you're going towards this.
Well,
Okay.
this is perfect then. So, because nobody else will be in there.
Well, when we get there, well, Jade, do you want us to go in a certain way before I just open the door?
The front door.
I meant like a certain order of.
Oh, no,
But I guess
you
it's-
can open the door.
Well, then I'll knock on the door a couple times and slowly open it and see.
Oh, Mark, you. Oh yeah, it was Jeremiah that killed. So I have to just make sure you're keeping track of the kills you have. You're slowly opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch all the.
You're hearing a very familiar sound that you heard this morning.
Hanging body.
Okay. I'm gonna look to see where the body is and who it is.
Okay. It's the shopkeep.
Oh. With the guy that sold us the blade, the half blade.
Yeah. And on his, I'll just, without rolling, he broke his fingers trying to stop the rope. Like that much pressure trying to stop it.
Poor guy. I'm gonna look around and see if I see any kind of evidence or anything or anyone else in the room.
I would ask Cedric to take pictures.
Of course.
You got a really
So,
dark part.
Is it on a tripod?
It's going to take a little bit of time to set it back up, unless you were carrying it that way.
No. I would have probably broken it down, so I'd have to reset it back up.
Okay.
And
You
I'm
reset it
gonna
up?
check him to see if there's any kind of information that he would have found about the knife. Because I'm thinking that this killing has got to be related to the knife.
The
bayonet.
The bayonet?
Yeah.
So you're checking his body?
Yeah, checking his pockets,
Roll,
checking around.
Roll a observation or thievery.
Observation.
Is there anything in the shop that would catch Jade's eye?
Just roll a thievery.
Okay.
One success.
One success.
Look, Jade's trying her best to change, but 3 successes.
Dear God. There is a lot of things that you know you could just slip in your pocket.
Okay.
Remember all those pocket watches? There was a box full of rings that had amulets and all kinds of stuff. That could all be yours.
For the low price of 500 discount.
And so
$0
Jade, now, just roll. Well, just roll a stealth.
Unless you don't care that we know.
I'm just curious to see.
No, this is her habit.
Yeah, this is just my thing. You guys gotta let me do my thing. 2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. Is anyone just you're looking at around the room, or
Yeah.
actually she would have done this while you were checking the body. And
The
Frederick,
only thing that
yeah, what was that, Frederick?
I was saying, the only thing that Frederick can be doing at this point is like stroking the dagger,
Okay.
like as if he's like caressing the face on it.
Oh yeah. Oh the
Hmm?
you're remembering it now, but when you used the dagger prior, the figure of Lady Death was a skeleton unveiled when you slashed yourself, but
Yeah.
now it's Lady Death normal again.
Oh, good.
All right, good deal. I'll
So
take
no
that
one
as a
definitely
good-
notices you doing that. So just make a note. You have that would be about $300 worth of jewelry and pocket watches, because that was wedding rings, all kinds of stuff. With a 3,
In a
you would
mining
have
town.
known. You would have reached under, and he had a box of rings. Some of them matched, some of them didn't. Amulets, all kinds of
Okay.
and you rolled high enough. You stuffed it in your bag, and you put your red kerchief in it so it doesn't make noise.
Perfect. So after Jade did that, she would ask Frederick if he was able to reanimate this body to find out what happened.
We're talking to its spirit, I guess.
I could, yes.
Or you could do a seance, because reanimating.
Yeah,
There's a
or
difference.
seance, because we still don't know this whole thing, the suicides thing. So I think this is a great way to figure out
And while they're doing that, I'll drag a chair over and gently cut the body
Well-
down. And
after Cedric takes pictures.
yeah, after Cedric takes pictures.
I
Well,
think,
yeah. So you all want to have a séance, then
Okay. I think this is a
okay,
great time
it'd be better,
to
yeah, let's do it.
to cut till next episode, I guess.
Oh. I want another drug trip.
Peyote?
Peyote
I
trip.
can arrange that.
No thanks. Tulok's out of that.
All right. Well, thank you for whoever was watching, and see you guys next time.